Hello ladies and mental gents, it's Armstrong here from Madai Miniatures, and today I went to do some shopping, yeah? So I just gonna flip the camera over and I'm gonna show you what I have and explain why did I buy it. There is a couple of cars, but mostly they are extra materials for hobbying. So for those of you who are more interested in the cars, I'm gonna put them at the beginning and then I'm gonna go over the materials that I bought, yeah, because I was planning to spend much more, but there was not much of interesting things in the pawn shops, and when you don't find stuff that you like, you simply don't spend the money, yeah? And how you can see, I finally got my hair shaved and I feel like a new man, because in Ireland it is now very, very warm. Temperatures exceeding 20 degrees Celsius. So yeah, for me it is just a very hot temperature. I know that back home in Poland, temperatures are probably over 30 degrees, but in here it's much more humid, so the usual 20 degrees can be felt like in Poland about 35-ish. So yeah, okay, let's just flip the camera and see what I bought. So let's start from those. I bought this Snowstormer. I actually bought 3 of them, and my reasoning behind this Hot Wheel is really, I won't be using the entirety of it. I think about only the base. Yeah, when you look at the tracks, like if you would only drill out and remove the metal part, the plastic in here is somewhat decent for nice conversions. So I bought 3 of them. The funny thing is this, that I went to pound shops and I went to the toy stores and I couldn't find anything interesting for myself, and then I went to Lidl, and those in here was on the promotion for like €2 each. So, well, not promotion, just the regular price for them. So yeah, so I got 3 of them. Yeah, the next thing, I got this little bugger, yeah, custom 70s Honda N600. Yeah, and I love it. I probably didn't put it into the camera, but you can see that I'm gonna have a lot of fun with it. And like always, why keep them enslaved in the cart when you can remove them from it? Yeah, it looks so much like Fiat 1625 PL. Yeah, of course excluding the lights. Yeah, but it really brings a nostalgia to me from the time when I was a child. I don't have a clue what is this bump. I'm assuming that is a casting mistake or something. Yeah, if someone knows if it is a casting mistake, let me know. But that's what I'm thinking. And of course, from the same series of cars, I got this lovely little thing. Yeah, 67 Ford GT40 Mark IV. Yeah, it's the Retro Racers, and I think that I used something very similar once already. But you know me, it never hurt to have a second one. And I'm not a huge fan of sports cars. Yeah, you probably already noticed that I'm always like, not really for me, it's gonna be a spaceship or whatever. But yeah, I like this one, so I just took it. I know that I have some more. Where did I put them? Come on. My traditional mess on my spare desk is not helping. There we go. There you are, boys. Yes. So this, a Blade Rider. Again, something that I would normally probably wouldn't buy. Yeah, it's not like it is a bad car, but again, a very fantasy-esque casting. But even though this big wing on the back is kind of meh for me, generally I think that this car can actually work for Gaslands, can work for one of my conversions, so I bought it. I like how the front looks like. Yeah, and like I said, generally not brilliant for me, but still acceptable enough so I can work on it. And then of course Porsche 935, yeah, from Retro Racers. And let's get it out of the constraints of the box. And we have it here, yeah. Probably my wife's favorite color, yeah. My wife loved the, dark blue colors. Yeah, everything that goes into those colors would be her favorite. So yeah, of course, since it is a Porsche, gonna be a little bit harder to mount any weaponry on the hood or whatever, but it's very workable car. It's gonna be probably quite fun to convert and just throw it in between all of my other ones. So let's move this to the side, and now something for 40k fans. Yeah, I went, like I said, shopping yesterday, and I was thinking about getting myself a box set of Sisters of Battle, but then I came across this one, Primaris Redemptor Dreadnought. This boy is already, out of the box and ready to be clipped out of the sprues and assembled. I'm thinking that I'm actually close enough to about 100 Primaris troopers, yeah, just generic troopers. So now I have to pick up on the tanks and walkers. I want to build one company, and then I'm gonna be thinking about actually making a full chapter. Yeah, but it's gonna be fun. I like those little walkers, so just something fun to do. And now materials, yeah, and this might be a little bit shocking to some of you, to others it's gonna be probably obvious. A tennis rockets, those little cheap plastic tennis rockets that you can buy in any pound shop, yeah, or dollar store or whatever. Oh, come on, let's get it out. So yeah, there is as well a ball that you can use for whatever. In my case, that's gonna be for my dog to play with, or my cats. But why these pallets? They are crap as heck, but there is one good use for them. All of this grading, yeah, can work as a nice, very easy ladder. Yeah, and if you put something, if you need something for a floor pattern as well, this can work as a floor pattern. Yeah, then this in here can work as some sort of bent I-beams, yeah, that you can use in some of your projects if you build some sort of terrain. Of course, I don't know what to do with the handles. I don't see any real use for them. Yeah, but maybe one day I'm gonna figure out something. Anyway, new kind of material for me. We'll see where I can go with that. And then, I visited an art shop and get myself some oil paints and odorless spirit. Yeah, so oil paint and odorless spirits. Yeah. So why? I've been watching so many videos of people using the oil washes, so I decided to actually dip my toes into it. I'm not that fond of oils generally as a paint medium. I've been working with oils, when I was studying art, and I never enjoyed them. I like acrylics. I'm not very fond of oils. Of course, they have their uses because of the long drying time. You are actually able to work on piece for sometimes weeks at a time. Yeah, I'm assuming that I have somewhere a piece that is still not dry after 10 years from finishing art course, because I applied such a thick layer of oils. Yeah, so yeah, I just bought these cheap oils, just to try out the oil washes on the miniatures. If they're gonna work out, I'm gonna let you know, how easy it was, because this is gonna be a very new experience for me. I'm not very good with oils, like I said. And of course, I went to a clothing store to buy some t-shirts, and I found those $150 for this entire bundle of hair bands. And of course, you all know why I'm looking at those, because they are smaller than the ones that I'm usually using. Yeah, they are much smaller than, not as thick as those ones. Yeah, so now I have variety in my piping. So if I want to build a car, I'm gonna have a choice of this and the other size of the very flexible pipes, and I'm very happy about it, because you know how it is. When you have choice, it spoils you, and it can do a lot of different things. And is that all? No, I don't think so. Yes. A water gun. And plenty of you probably gonna think, Armstrong, you lost the plot. Yeah, water gun, gas lamps, miniatures, what's going on with you? So even though it is a crappy, a €3, not pounds, a water gun, yeah, I bought it as a piece of terrain. Yeah, I'm thinking that if we get rid of the front, stack it vertically, get rid of the hand of the trigger, yeah, we can have some sort of nice looking tower, futuristic looking. After we paint that in nice metallic colors, it can actually enhance a piece of terrain, which could be probably used for either 40k or gas lamps, as if you don't put anything that's gonna put it into the scale next to it, if you just make it as a standalone piece, you're saving yourself from making it a single use, like for futuristic. Well, of course it's going to be for futuristic games, but not you don't put it into the scale. Yeah, well, the moment you put, like, for example, a car on it or a miniature on it, you put it into the scale. The same if you put the catwalks. Yeah, unless you have a very nice like, if you put catwalks in, let's say, like for me, for 40k, I usually have 3 inches high catwalks. Yeah, but if you have like replaceable ladders, that you can put, like one smaller and bigger one, yeah, you can actually kind of cheat and use it as a double kind of terrain. Yeah, but yeah, this is gonna be used up for the terrain. Of course, I'm probably gonna have plenty of fun with it beforehand, getting my wife a little bit wet, or my dog, or my cat. Yeah, either way, I'm gonna be a terrorist for a while, at least in my house. Yeah, and one more thing, I got myself some weathering powders. Yeah, I know, it's not a box of weathering powders. Oh, come on, it's stuck. But yeah, I got 25 colors of weathering powders. Yeah, and I showed you already before that I'm using pastels. Yeah, because like when I was studying art, I have plenty of pastels left over. Yeah, when we finished the school year, plenty of my colleagues, just wanted to throw away the pastels because they said that they're never gonna use them. So I took them away from them and grinded them down. But let's have a look at those. Yeah, so your basic colors, you're gonna have your brown in here, which is awesome. Then you have 2 different oranges, which straight away fit into your rust palette. Yeah, then white, gray, this black, and this kind of greenish color can still fit very nicely into your mud-ish palette. Yeah, then orange, yellow, orange, red. Yeah, those colors easily to fit into your rust. Yeah, the issue is with like this one can still go into the rust. This is probably, those 2 are probably not the greatest. Yeah, and the other colors like these ones and those in here, yeah, they can be used as maybe space dust or whatever. When you are on the different planets, especially for the Mars Federation, you can mess up with those. Yeah, mess around with those. So out of this 25 colors, only about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I would say probably only those 7 are somewhat not that useful. Yeah, because with green, even if you just mix a little bit of that green into your when you are applying the weathering powder on, let's just say, even this car, yeah, if you just mix up a little bit of green, it can show that maybe there is in the mold and muck that is stuck onto the car, maybe there is a little bit of leaf or something. Yeah, and without the leaf punch, you know, they are not really leaf punch for this size of the models. Yeah, so it would be quite hard to simulate it. You can of course use some sort of herbs, yeah, or just, you know, your irregular flock to add to your weathering. But in my opinion, this is the cheapest option for the weathering powders. Yeah, of course you have to do the extra step of just taking a very thick file and just, you know, grinding them down, which of course gonna mess up your file and gonna take some time, yeah, and probably waste a little bit of the product. But generally, for me, the cheapest possible weathering powders. And for example, if you need to just, you know, to do this quickly, you can actually just scrape them using your blade like that. Yeah, like for a small amount, if you need to do something quickly and you have them still in the pallet. Yeah, not like me put into the old bottles. Yeah, you can quickly just create a small amount of the weathering powder and start working with that. Yeah, but I'm just thinking that that's all the little crap that I bought yesterday. Yeah, so of course this gonna be, you know, a project for another day, you know, to convert all of that into the weathering powders. I'm probably gonna be using them for a while, you know, like I just showed you, with just scraping a little bit off, you know, then using it on the model, and that's it. But you know, like hopefully on Monday I'm gonna have some time, because I'm actually not working till freaking 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock in the evening. I'm only working till 5 in the afternoon, so I should be able to pick it up and do something with it. Yeah, but that's it for today. So everybody, if you like this video, please rate, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends and family. Yeah, Shadow, I loved your last video about the Monster Manual, not Monster Manual, the book that you were showing. Yeah, a nice info in there. Yeah, and of course everybody have a lovely day and take care. Bye.